Alright, hi everybody. I've been putting up some videos about traveling and stuff lately, but I was just watching and reading some of the comments on a video that I did called White Nationalist something something, and it was actually about another documentary, but anyways, I did that over a year ago or so, and there's a bunch of comments from a lot of white pride people, I guess, that were not too positive, and then I was just wondering what other people thought about. So I was looking at this video and all the responses to it, the I Hate Black History Month, and I was just looking at a lot of things, and this is like black, brown, or Latino and white pride kind of stuff that's going on, and a lot of hate that's going on in America, and it seems like the media is like definitely having this, portraying this image of white people having to accommodate to all these so-called minorities, even though there's more of them than the white people, as they tend to like to point out and they're not too happy about. So there's a lot of hate just from being like crowded by these other people, you know, they're breathing their air and everything. So yeah, I just feel like these, I guess these like periods where everyone's forced to look at things like Black history in America and in general makes people, or supposedly white people, feel guilty, I guess, for something they haven't done. Also, on the same topic, I was just thinking that Freedom Land is a really good movie that kind of portrays the racial issues that tend to happen in the United States. Also, the whole Jewish thing, it was weird because I don't think she said she was Jewish in the video, but I guess it was in the info, and everyone was talking about that and how she's not really white, or she is white, or Jew isn't a race, it's a religion, and all that stuff. Yeah, and that kind of reminded me of the new NoFX song, the Don't Call Me White song. I don't know if you know it, but anyways. And then it was also had some thing about Mexicans. I mentioned that in my other video and I got some comments about that. Everyone hating on the Mexicans, or not even necessarily Mexicans, just Latinos. It's not really the same thing, kind of like how Asians... Yeah, anyways, there's different countries and they're not all from Mexico. And yeah, so I mean, if you really don't like Latinos so much, why do you have Puerto Rico and all that? And same with the Asian thing. If you don't like Asia so much, why do you have to have Hawaii? Why don't you just get out of there if you don't want to be, if you don't acknowledge Asians and that kind of thing. And don't even get me started on Pearl Harbor, because people are so misinformed about that in the United States. So misinformed. And then I was also watching some of the other responses. The first one, which was just the three guys, which is probably what a lot of people were thinking. I was just imagining people looking it up, how they found it. Probably like, oh, I'm gonna find something out about Black History Month. And they find this, and they're just like, who is this? And or people who are looking up, I hate black people, and then they find that. So it tends to be the kind of people that seem to have responded before. So it's like kind of very either one way or the other extreme with the responses. A lot of them, there's a few funny ones in there too. Yeah, there's a lot of hate going on, so stop the hate. Oh, there's another response by Disturbed0346, and I don't know, it was kind of, I don't really know what he didn't even know his own history, because he said something about like Irish people and they should hate England, and that wasn't like 300 years ago, that was recently that happened. And then, well, I mean, the more recent thing, it's still happening, so I don't know, it's not really... Anyways, and probably doesn't know a lot of other things. And there was one by Darcel Bios. It was talking about, it was pretty long, I can't remember, there was a bunch of things, but it was also talking about some of the specific examples of people, slaves being shipped over that I guess it's important to know about, but I guess a lot of white people feel like they are being blamed somehow for that. Like, even though it was their ancestors that did it, not them personally. There was one by Optimus Opus. It was really good, but obviously geared towards not white pride people or pro-white people. And there was one, some fat guy, who's talking about affirmative action and how he doesn't agree with affirmative action. And it's that famous example that all white pride people always bring up, which is, you know, there's two people and the white guy is obviously better, but then they have to hire this not white guy just to fill some quota. Like, how often does that actually happen? Yeah. There's another one after that by Pyrofox that was just pure hate. Just like, okay, whatever. And then the last one that I think it was the last one that was posted, Ten Sunitsuma. And it was saying what I was thinking, which was just, yeah, why would you put the title as I hate Black history and then you know what's gonna come of that. Like, come on. Oh, and he was also talking about how people are gonna make comparisons and they're always gonna say like which one is better and that kind of thing, and yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. And I guess learn your history.